I'm so nervous and shy right now. I don't know why. Hello and welcome back. My name is Natalia, and this is Natalia's Alchemy School. So, today we are talking about why you have to be okay with being the bad guy. Okay? Let's get into it. This is the crystal that I have. Plenty more over here. I don't know if you can see them, but this is the one I'm holding with me. This is Kunzite, and it is a powerful stone for the emotional body. Kunzite brings about spiritual peace and is used to help users find unconditional love, center themselves, calm nerves, and cultivate a deep, selfless love. Kunzite is associated with divine feminine energy. She works her magic on the circulatory system to nourish the heart and uplift it. Kunzite helps those who may be struggling with change or low vibrations by providing harmony and light to its user. Shroud yourself with the love and positivity of with Kunzite. The zodiac signs are Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, and it is associated with the heart chakra. I'm a Leo moon and Scorpio rising, so this is so perfect for me. But this is what I'm keeping close to me. This is the energy that I'm cultivating for this video that you are, well, this transmission really that you are stepping into right now. This is something that is moving through me. I am reflecting this to you and for you to be able to see yourself so that you can integrate that part of yourself and continue moving in your mission, in your purpose, in your path, you know? So I am I'm in a different environment, but now I have not been in this space and filmed before. I'm in my dad's apartment, which is about 20 minutes from my mom's home. That's where I moved from. And I am going to tell y'all the story. Stay tuned. But yeah, we're talking about being okay being the bad guy. So let's get right into it. So I am one of two, I would say. Am I? No, because I'm one of one. We're just the same. We're both one on one. I have a twin sister. That's what I'm trying to relate to you all. That I have a twin sister, and the way that twins work, the way that I feel intuitively that they work, is that they're just the same soul, but split into two realities, the realities that they choose to experience. So I am telling you that so that you understand the context in which I exist. Well, kind of I exist because my sister is a fragment of we're the same soul. We're the same soul, just experiencing different realities. So she has a child. She has a 2-year-old. Her child, my niece, lives at my mom's house with my aunt. So it's my mom, my aunt, my niece, my sister, my brother, and formerly me. And we would coexist in the house and everything. And of course, because me and my sister are twins, we have the same DNA. It felt as if her child was my child, and she would be going to work and going out different places and leaving the child at home. And I would be at home mostly because I didn't have a car, and I stayed at home more often than not, unless I was with my boyfriend somewhere at an Airbnb. So naturally, not even naturally, because that's not natural. That is a very specific circumstantial environment. If one party just took up more responsibility for the child, which I don't mean to say this in a negative way or anything, but which is a liability. This is not saying that children are bad or anything, but they are. When you bring children into this world, you have to care for them, nurture them, feed. It's like a plant. You can't let your plant just die. Like, you have to feed it. It's like feeding a spell is the example that I will use, because children require that nurturance. You brought them here, and bringing them here is kind of your promise to nurture them. So if you don't, you break that promise to them. And let me not even get into all that. Let me tell you what happened. So basically, I felt responsible for my niece more so than not. You know, it's like, it was, the village raises the child, but at the same time, I felt like a lot of things were put onto me, because she just naturally gravitates towards me, because it's like, oh, mom one isn't here, this one's pretty close, like pretty close, welcome mom two, but it's like I have to, again, that same nurturing energy, that life force that you use to feed a spell, to feed a plant, is the same energy that you give to yourself before you embark on that journey, So I was in that environment attempting to do that with myself, but I had to allocate my energy to feeding a child, and that's something that I'm not ready for at this moment. So it was really putting me in an uncomfortable position, because I felt as if I was abandoning myself at times. So I decided to leave. I left and I came here. I'm at my dad's place, and it feels so different. The change is so different, even though I only went it was only a 20-minute drive, but the energy of this space and my ability to just cultivate that life force and pour it into myself and into my work, I feel like I'm putting myself together again. Let me finish that. So what I was feeling before was as if, how a caterpillar forms its cocoon, and the way that it, transforms. What's the word for like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly? Is it metamorphosis? I'm not sure, but the way that it transforms itself is that it kind of like explodes first. Like it explodes and it's just a whole bunch of stuff, and then it puts itself back together as a butterfly. Yeah. Yes. So, I felt as if I was in that exploding process. Like I felt as if my being was being shattered, kind of, because it's like my identity was challenged. Who am I? It's not who I am to these people, it's who am I to myself, So that was something that I was exploring, and just shedding the identity of being someone for others instead of pouring that energy into myself, into my work, because I'm building something that is outliving me. I will continue to say that. I'm building something that will outlast me, that will continue onward and continue to raise the awareness of the collective conscious. That's it. That is all. I'm passing through. I'm truly, we all are. We all are. So with this time, what the fuck is time? With this moment, each passing moment that we have, what are we feeding? What are we feeding? What are we directing our energy towards? So How do you see what you are feeding? What is it that gets most of your attention, most of your emotional attention? I'm going to say, what is it that makes you feel something when you do it? Like, whether it's positive or negative, what is it that makes you feel good? What is it that makes you feel like, bro, fuck, like, why am I even doing this? What is it that gets you in that emotional state, positive or negative? First, identify what it is by identifying what emotions are present, paired with thoughts in moments where you feel like highly emotional, and then you identify what it's telling you, because like what you're saying, what you're feeling is not actually what it's telling you. There's a information beyond the layer of that emotional body, that emotional thought, I will say. And when you understand what it's telling you, you can move in that direction, because it's always moving towards that. We're all moving towards that positive. Slowly but surely, it's a pendulum, but the greater outcome is, moving towards that higher positivity, Anyways, let's focus. I left and that reaction was not taken well. It was not taken well. And it hurt me. The reaction hurt me. I realized that I was hurt by the reaction of my family. Not all of my family, my brother was cool. My aunt was cool. It was just my mom and my sister, really. So my sister said something that really hurt me. She said she wasn't going to be here for me anymore. And again, I'm not trying to even put all my business out here on social media, but, well, this is a transmission. And I understand that my story, my anecdote, will help you with whatever you may be going through. So, I just was really hurt because she said that she wouldn't be here for me anymore. And I was just thinking, damn, like, and there was some more, like, drama and other things behind that. But it was like, I was watching your child, taking care of your child like she was my own, But there's nothing I can do about the perception of others, All I can focus on is how I perceive myself, and that reflects in the world around me. So I can mend relationships with others by mending the relationship within myself, because they reflect something in me. This is my perspective now, y'all. This was not how I was feeling earlier. I was deeply hurt when I got up today. I cried. I was reading. I did my stretches. I did my meditation, just really getting present with myself and my body. And I cried and I released that energy. I felt so hurt and sad and confused and alone and just in that moment. But then I noticed the energy was moving to create. That's the thing about big emotions like those. The energy usually, after it's been felt, is desiring to move towards something to be created. So that's when I thought of this video. And I remember, if you watch Neuro Knowledge, I don't know if you would have seen this video, but he has a video about how you have to be the bad guy to manifest. And I felt like I was the bad guy. Like everyone was pointing me out, like painting me to be this bad guy that just abandoned her family, So I was moving towards creating. I noticed it desired to move towards creating this video, so I wrote it down. I like stopped crying and I just wrote it down, and that's alchemy in full effect. That is alchemy. But you have to be present with yourself so that you notice where the energy is moving. that was kind of a little sneak peek of my shadow work book that I'm working on. Join the join my, what's that shit called? My email list. Join my email list so whenever I finish it, I can send it to you. I'm aiming to have it finished by this week. Well, y'all, I don't know what time you're watching this, but this week is the 1st of April, and this Sunday is April 5th or 4th. Fifth and third, yeah, it's the 5th. Also Easter Sunday if you celebrate. Yeah, join the email list so that I can send it right to your mailbox whenever I finish it, because it's going to show you how to do that for yourself. So let's get right into this. I would like to point out the pattern in this type of behavior whenever you choose yourself and others take it personally. They get offended. They would like to hurt you the way that you hurt them. They will act as if you took something from them, you know? Do you recognize in your life that sometimes whenever you stand on your boundaries or you say no or you do something for yourself instead of always thinking about others first, they get taken aback by that. They feel offended like you took something from them. And you have to be okay doing that. You have to be okay with them feeling that, because they have to experience that emotion. And if they are conscious enough, they will reflect on that experience that triggered that emotion and why it made them feel the way it did and what beliefs they may be holding. So when you choose yourself, you're actually giving people an opportunity to raise their frequency, to raise their vibration, because you're giving them an opportunity to reflect on themselves and why your decisions cause an emotional reaction within them. If you are familiar with the series Jujutsu Kaisen, if you're watching this and you, whatever time you're in when you are watching this transmission, if you have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen, I suggest that you go and watch it. It is an amazing anime and it is deeply spiritual, and it's really reflecting us as humanity, how we create these curses with our negative emotions, bro. 10 out of 10 series. I did not read the manga, but I might read the manga because it's so deeply spiritual and I love it so much. Anyways, if you have watched the series, if you remember when Maki and Mai was talking and Mai asked Maki, why couldn't you settle for the life that we had in our clan? You know, they were gonna be worker girls and just do that. Well, Mai was, but Maki said that because I would have hated myself for that decision. If she would have made that decision, she would have hated herself. And that is such a great perception or projection, or that is such a great projection of the will of consciousness. You know, Maki knew, even though they treated her how she did, because, well, let me not say too much. Let me not say too much. Just go watch the series if you haven't, but if you know, you know. Even though everything that she had to endure, she still knew that she had a greater potential, a greater purpose, and she went after that. She did not allow her environment to keep her in the same loop. You know, she does experience trauma from that, and she recognizes her thoughts and emotions towards herself because of what she experienced. Very greatly written character. I love. Anyways, but that's the same for us, and I know it's the same for you, because if you're watching this, if you are receiving this transmission at this moment, you are meant for so much greater. You are meant for greatness. You are an infinite source. You have limitless potential. Shout out Gojo. You have limitless potential. You have limitless potential. You can create anything that you can imagine. You can create into this physical reality. You can bring it down to earth. You have that capability. You have that will. You have that stability. You are able to. So you know that this fucking facade, this dream, this system that says, we go to work and we die, it's not, it's not, no, that's not a path that you are taking. You are forging your own path. You are walking where no one has ever tread before in circumstances that no one has ever experienced. Life as we know it now, well, I don't know what point of time you're receiving this transmission, but yeah, even if you are years ahead in time, life as we know it now is never the same. It's never the same, and you know that. You know that. You know that you're meant for so much more. So don't allow people's perception of you to clog or cloud or stain your perception of self. Remember that self is all is mind. What you perceive of self and your reality is going to be reflected. It is all around you. It's going to be reflected. It is all a hologram. It's all reflecting you. If you like to read my Substack. Read my Substack. All is one. One is all. Remember that you are a part of everything. You are everything. You are experiencing yourself all the time, which is why triggers from your family and things like this, it's opportunities for you to reflect within yourself and strengthen that will and refine that path, because you know what it is you are meant for. So censor yourself. Censor yourself. Censor yourself. That's how you become okay with being the bad guy. You censor yourself and your needs and your goals, your vision, your dream. You feed that. You feed that like you would feed your spell. Your life is a spell. Feed your life. Your life is a spell. You have magic. We are magical. We are magical. We can literally manifest anything that we imagine in our mind. I literally made almost over $20,000 of debt. Just whoosh, whoosh, gone. We are magical. We can do anything, and we have the mobility, the physicality to bring it into reality. It's fucking magic. Okay, so here's what I would like you to do after you finish this transmission. Take some time and reflect on how you would be a disservice to yourself and your lineage, your ancestors, those who came before you, your inner child, your past self that has set you up for this exact moment and this time. Make a list about how you would be a disservice to them if you continued to feed others instead of yourself first, instead of your dreams first, instead of your goals first. Make a list and look at it. Do you really want to feed that? Is that what you desire to feed? Sit with that answer. After you sit with that, make a list about how you would be a service to yourself, how you feed yourself, how you feed your life when you pour into yourself and into your goals and into your dreams. If you do not know what those goals or dreams are, sit with yourself. All the answers lie within your DNA. If you sit with yourself and you rummage around your memories, your emotions, you will find the keys to everything. And also, you have my channel, you have all of the internet available to you. I don't know at what time you're receiving this transmission, but I'm sure the age of Aquarius is in full effect. So you have everything that you need in this moment. You don't need anything else to be able to do this. Remember that their perception is not reality. All is mind. All that matters is your perception, your self-concept, your frequency, your vibration, whatever you would like to call it, your state of being, how you feel in any given moment, your emotional state. That's all that matters. Make yourself feel good. Make yourself feel held. You are held. You are held. You are held by all that is around us, by the magic that exists in this realm. You are held by the infinite love and nurturing that surrounds all of us in any given moment. Be held, feel held in this moment. Just breathe in and out and feel held by your surroundings. Feel all those emotions. Like I told you earlier, I cried. I cried today and I created something beautiful. I created this and I'm creating more, and I'm just allowing today to be a great day, a wonderful day, a day filled with limitless potential and capability and creative energy. Remember, just take it day to day. You don't have to have the grand scheme of things figured out. Van Gogh said that great things are small things that come together every single day. Not every single, I don't think he said every single day, but every day. Um, so do the small things every day to feed yourself, to feed your life. It's okay to be the bad guy because, you know, this is your story. You get to write it. So I hope you enjoyed this transmission. Remember to join my email list and I will send the shadow workbook right to you as soon as I finish it. And until I see you all again, peace and love to you all. Bye.